channel for another video. So today we are building a starter home, but this one is a little bit different as it is on a budget of 30,000 simoleons instead of 20. Now you may be thinking 30,000 is not starter money, but this one's different because this is an 8 sim starter home. So actually, I don't know if you've ever played with an 8 sim family. I know that I have not until I did this, but basically when you come out of Create a Sim, if you're playing like the game how it was intended, like not using any cheats or anything, you start with a basic amount of simoleons and you can only afford a certain house. So I think with 2 or 3 people you get like 20,000 simoleons. I think it's 20,000 you start off with, maybe it's a little bit less. And that's sort of like what most people will build a starter house around, like that kind of funds. But if you have 8 sims, or it might even be 7 or 8, but I know that 8 sims get 30,000 simoleons. So obviously like the more family members you have, you get a bit more money. I think The Sims 4 is the only game to do that, but don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, because I definitely didn't play with 8 sims in The Sims 3 because it was way too laggy to be having all those sims. But anyway, yeah, so I think with 8 sims you get 30,000 simoleons. So this is a house big enough to fit 8 sims, whether that be 2 adults and 6 children, or like 1 adult, whatever it is. It is got enough room to fit all of them within 30,000 simoleons. So you'll be able to afford this right out of Create a Sim with 8 sims, or like I said, maybe 7, not 100% on that, you'd have to look. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how it turned out anyway. So here we're doing the basic layout of the house, and I had actually built 2 homes prior to this, prior to recording this, but I did really like the way they turned out, but it just looked too bare. I kept building them too big because I think, you know, like 8 sims, I wanted to make it quite big, but then at the same time, you've still only got 30,000 simoleons, which does sound like a lot, but actually it really doesn't when you've got to put in at least 2 bathrooms, and like I put in 4 bedrooms in this house, and obviously like building walls costs quite a lot sort of thing, so you do have to be kind of careful with what you're spending money on. And I did have these pillars on the outside which was costing a few pence, but yeah, I really like the way it turned out anyway. And here I am just like moving the house and the structure, because it was looking really boxy from the front at first, which I've talked over now, but as you saw it was just not looking good at all. So I was adding some, you know, some depth, some layers, that kind of stuff, like just making it look more interesting. And yeah, I liked I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I mean, as in like the way it turned out in the end, I think works better even on the inside as well, because it makes it smaller. Again, I think it was too big at first, and I like the way it worked. So as you can see, the front door is going in now. We've got these sort of pillars because I wanted to add something, because although it's a starter home, I feel like you'd probably be here for a little while, maybe. So I find if I play by the rules, not using any sort of cheats or anything, which I don't tend to do too often, then you can be in your starter home for quite a while before you can afford to move somewhere else, depending on how many sims you've got and stuff. I suppose if you've got 8 sims, you could move quite quickly. But anyway, so yeah, I tried to make it quite nice without making it, obviously, you know, over budget. So we're adding in a bunch of windows and everything here. So like I said, this one has got 4 bedrooms. I think I did 1 master bedroom, which is downstairs, which is a double bed, and then all the other rooms just have 2 single beds in them, I think. Actually, I think I only put a single bed in one of the rooms, which I'm just thinking about does not make this an 8 sim starter home. So you'll have to delete something and put in another bed. It's because I've built this house so many times, I think I just completely had some sort of brain fart and forgot to put in another bed, which I'm just realising as I'm recording this. So you'll have to delete like a desk or something, or like a dresser, and put in another bed. Clearly I can't even count to 8, but there are 2 beds in this room next to the bathroom, 2 beds in the one opposite, and then 1 bed in the other room. For some reason I completely was like being an idiot, but anyway, so you'll have to put in another bed there, and that will make 8. But like I said, maybe it's 7 that you get 30,000 for as well, so whatever's. But it's an 8 sim starter home, just if you had another bed. God, this video is a shambles now, but yeah, basically this room here I only put 1 bed in, which I've just now realised, which is this bed that you can see. No idea why I only put 1 in, but there we go. So yeah, you've got like a little girl's room up here. I thought if maybe you have like twins or something or whatever, and then I did more of like a teenage room on the room to the right here, which we did change the colours of, I think, possibly. Or did we leave? No, I think we leave them the same actually, which I put in like a bluish kind of green theme, like one blue and one. I thought maybe you'd have a boy and a girl in here, or maybe 2 boys, 2 girls. I kind of made it sort of a gender neutral kind of room, and I made it sort of more mature, so you could put kids in, teens in, adults in, you know, whatever's really. And I do like Spa Day for when you're building like a cheaper house, because actually the Spa Day tiles and stuff aren't too expensive. There is one flooring and one wallpaper, which I've used in this, that are no more expensive than like the base game tiles and stuff, and I think Spa Day just adds a certain amount of, not makes it look expensive, but makes it look sort of just quite nice, I think. So I definitely use some stuff from Spa Day just to sort of make it look not quite so sort of first homey, if you know what I mean. And this is the master bedroom down here, which again obviously is a double bed. So yeah, and I was adding a bunch of details and stuff in there, but then I thought actually I need to go and get like the kitchen in and the living room before I add anything else in. So the kitchen is just this one wall of cabinets. There's plenty of space to expand this kitchen though, and that's what I really like about starter homes. I think from when you move in with your Sims straight away, from where you leave and move to a different house, like how different they can look. So obviously as you get more money, you can definitely like put the cupboards along that back wall and all that kind of stuff, and I just think, yeah, I'm also just happy with the way it turned out. So obviously the kitchen's not great because I had to use the cheapest cabinets and the cheapest fridge and the cheapest cooker or stove, oven, whatever you want to call it. So that didn't turn out too great. I am really happy with how the living room turned out. I managed to sort of squeeze in quite a few little bits and like, not knickknacks because I didn't really have that much money for like decorations, but I don't know, it just sort of works. I think because I used darker colours, so I went for like grey black sofas and I used like this dark wood. It sort of filled the space more than lighter colours would have. So yeah, I managed to get 2 sofas in. I do delete those little sort of stool things, but yeah. So I'm actually going to leave this video here. If you'd like to download it, you absolutely can. It's called Bunk Up, obviously, for, you know, that was my friend's idea. I thought it was really creative. So if you'd like to download it, it is on the Sims 4 gallery under my username, which is #EndlxssSims or Origin ID EndlxssSims. You can use the hashtag Bunk Up or just search by name or any of that kind of stuff. The links are in the description down below. I would appreciate it if you thumbed up this video and subscribe for more content from me. And yeah, I really love how this house turned out. I hope that you like it too, and I hope that your Sims like it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!